Hey guys, welcome back to Nature's Cadence Farm. Today we're going to do a video that's been highly requested in many of the comments to an original video, and I'll put that link up here up at the top there for that video. And what that was or is the Timberline sharpener versus the Chinese sharpeners. Now what I'm going to do is kind of explain the premise behind that video, and more or less what that was a comparison of the two, not necessarily of me testing it. And so now, this video we're actually going to be testing the two Chinese sharpeners and see if we can get some good results. So let's head inside. I'm going to go in the workbench right here, and we're going to test this thing out and see if we can get some good results out of it. Because everybody, well, not everybody, a few people say that it works great, there's no problems at all, and I'm anxious to kind of try them. I didn't try them before, I didn't even give them a chance, so let's go give them a chance. And guys, I don't even have a bar that this will fit on, or chains for that matter. It might be 1/4 inch or something smaller than that, but you can clearly see the size difference. This didn't fit on anything I have, so I can't really test this one. So but I am going to give this one a shot. Alright, we've got some 325 chain here, and this has been sharpened a few times with a hand file, and then sharpened maybe a few times with a grinder, an Oregon grinder. So but I cut some dirty wood with it over at a friend's house this weekend, so it's kind of got, the shiny tip going on there on the cutter teeth. It's still cutting okay, but I just want to see if this this here will put an edge on it. So what we're going to do is we're going to line it up, and anywhere I had somebody actually comment that they were having trouble getting this, these sharpeners on the bar there. So I've already got the carbide, or whatever this is, diamond coated thing in there. So I'm just going to use that to help line it up on the bar here. You can kind of see how it just settles in right. So if you guys watched my other video about the Timberline and how to set that up, this is going to be very similar to that. And it looks like I might have to run a hand file through here real quick, because I've got these kind of bumps on here. I don't know if you guys can see that. Let me see if I can get you in here. So you can kind of see I've got these bumps on here, and that's kind of interfering with the with the burr, or whatever they would call it, the diamond grit, or the grit sharpening stone there. So what I'm going to do is go through here with a round file and see if I can knock these back here before we get started. You can see right here I've ran the round file in there and knocked that little hump down that was in there. So now we can try to set this back up on this tooth, and let's see what we can do with it here. So get that there, and looks like yeah, so I'll go through there like that. It'll be easy for you. Oh, there you go. See how this set down inside of there just right? So you kind of rock it back and forth, get it kind of in the center, and make sure we're all lined up. Yeah, that's good. Okay, and we'll tighten that down, and that just holds tension on the chain, keep it from flopping around too much. So, and this is how we'll set our cutter. So let's give it a shot. This doesn't feel nearly as mechanically refined as the Timberline, but it does seem to work for now. Now remember, this paw here is a solid paw, not a double one like it used to be. Oh yeah, and you can already see there. Oh, wait a second. Oh, it looks like I missed. Oh gosh, this fell apart. Okay. Okay, it looks like when I put tension on it with this little metal flapper here that it actually pushed the chain over far enough to where it didn't hit the pawl down here. It actually kind of pushed it over too far. So I'm just going to hold that with my thumb. This is a lot more fiddly than the Timberline, but let's keep going. We're going to give it a fair shake. Everybody that has commented saying that they love their Chinese sharpener. This one's, you know, I wanna make sure we do it right. And yeah, that's it's doing something. Okay, so can't really. Let's back this out of here. All right, now let's forward it. You know, advance it a little bit, and we're gonna turn it in maybe a half a turn, and use the sharpener there to do that. You can kind of already see it's so you can feel some of it coming off, which is, you know, it's a grit instead of a carbide burr like the other one is. And so let's see, we want to maybe advance it just a little bit more. Whoa, yeah, there we go. Okay, all right, so let's see if we can. All right, there it goes. Feels like it's engaging there. All right, okay, so we successfully sharpened maybe one tooth. All right, so let's put a little bit of oil on here. I've got just some of this airline oil or something, anything really will work. Just want to lubricate, just like the other one, you know, you just want to lubricate this thing here. So let's slide that back in there and spread that lube around a little bit. Yes, that's much nicer. All right, so let's pull this forward and then we'll investigate this tooth. So here's the tooth right here that we sharpened. And yeah, I can see where it you know, it did touch it, and it is, I mean, it is sharper than the other ones. I'll give it that. Right here, you know, is what we're really concerned about. And you can see it did kind of touch on that very top edge. Now again, this was sharpened with a grinder probably last time it was done at a shop. So, you know, did it sharpen it? Yes, it did. Okay. Something happened back here. Let's see what happened back here. This looks like this fell out. Oh gosh. All right. Yes, something. You know, it could be operator error. I'm not discounting that at all. Looks like there's supposed to be maybe a clip or something that holds it on there. Okay. All right. Looks like it's back on there now. This is just really floppy. The other one it doesn't seem to be that way. But looks like we're gonna have to push it forward again. So it. Yeah. Here we go. All right. I will say I have not had this much trouble out of the Timberline. Like it seems to be, you know, machined to much better tolerances. And again, not that this is not working. It is doing something more than, you know, more than nothing at all. So let's check this tooth out. All right, that's the best I can do with the Chinese sharpener, and there's a good shot of it there. That's all I can get out of it. You can see how much tooth is actually left on the cutter, and it doesn't have any more adjustment to go beyond that. So that alone right there is an issue for me. All right, we got a new tooth here, and what I did is I went ahead and knocked down that burr, or that hump that was right there in the middle that the grinder left last time it was sharpened. And so this is just a fresh tooth. This one hasn't been touched with the other sharpener yet, and I want to kind of test the fit of this. Here we go. So we got our 3/16 burr in here, and you know, the Chinese one here, it does not have different size tools that come with it. Here's the you know, the bits that come with it, and they're all the exact same size. That's just what it comes with. So you know, the Timberline, it comes with the different sizes for each individual tooth, and I've got the paw out of the way there, so I like to get that out of the way so I don't hit it with the burr. So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of tighten that up there, put this onto the chain. You guys watch that other video, you'll see what I'm kind of talking about. And let's see here, looks like we're a little too tight on that. So here we go. A little bit of fiddling around, but you know, once you get it kind of set up, she's good to go. So let's see here, get that. There we go. Alright, so just running that in there. Okay. And let's see here, we might double check everything. Yep, feels like we're in there. There we go. Yep, good to go. Alright, so let's pull this off or out of here, and I'm going to get a close shot of this cutter tooth right here and see what we can see the difference. This is the Timberline carbide burr that's actually on there, and you can see this edge along here is a lot more contact. It took a lot more material off, and I only went in there once. I could actually advance it just a little bit and take the rest of this out from the grinder. You can see the gullet, how deep the gullet was with that, and it did touch. Actually, let's see if we can get you in here like that. It did touch. It looks like down here just a little bit. You know, right in here, the carbide burr did touch that just a little bit, so that's good. Like I said, I think with one more adjustment with that wheel in the back of the Timberline, that it would take all that out. So let's try that out. Actually, let's just do that real quick. So I'm just going to back the chain up here into the Timberline. I'm going to put my burr back in here. I'm going to give this a drop of oil real quick, just one little drop. It doesn't need much. And so what we'll do is I had it on 3. I'm just going to move it to 3.5 or so, let's just say. So there you go. I can feel it, you know, just in there cleaning all that mess up. So that was just, you know, I numbered that wheel. I don't know if I showed you guys that in the other one. I think I did. But you know, this is numbered 1 through 4, and I've almost got it at 4. In fact, let's just put it at 4 there real quick and take another cut on it. And so there we go. Super easy. This just has the you know, the finer machining advantage there. So all right, I'm going to pull this chain out like this right here, this cutter tooth, and this is the one we just did. So now we're going to check it out on the close-up. All right, well, you can see right there, pretty obvious it got a little bit more down in here. You see that? And it got a little bit more here. So, you know, if we were going for a full gullet clean out, which we don't need to do, you know, we could do that. But you can see it's kind of neat actually, because you can see the vertical. This is vertical cuts here from the burr, and then the horizontal cuts from the grinding wheel. So that's pretty cool. You can see all that. So there's that. Now what I'm gonna do, so get a good picture of that. Maybe I'll take a still of that if I can. Maybe let's do a side by side. All right, guys. Well, there you go. I gave the Knockoff a fair shake. I did try to use it, and it did halfway sharpen the tooth. I mean, it did. Okay. I do have a few issues with it, and that is not enough throw, you know, not enough movement on the paw block to be able to get enough cutter sharpening. You know, maybe if it was a brand new tooth, you could get a few sharpenings out of it, which is great. But once it's down to halfway, like this one is, maybe a little bit less than full, you know, it's been sharpened a few times. But anyways, never had that issue with the Timberline. In fact, it goes so far, you can actually run the carbide burr into the, you know, like into the paw. That's how far it goes. So that's a win-win right there. Either way. So I did try it out, guys, and thank you guys so much for commenting and you know, suggesting that I go ahead and try it, and I did, and I'm glad I did, because now I can give you guys some feedback on it. So either way, there you go. There's the comparison between the two of them, and thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.